Griffin and I'm here today with Dr. Joanna McMillan, who did all the nutrition plans for our program, as you would know online. Now today we're going to have a chat about some other questions we might have around nutrition. So thanks, Jo, for joining us.
Pleasure. Good to be here.
Great. Now, one of the questions that I'm often asked about is about supplements. And should we be taking them? Shouldn't we be taking them? Fish oils, probiotics, vitamins. What's your opinion on all of that?
Well, you know, look, I think the thing is actually that people overuse supplements. So supplements are, the word tells you what they are. They are supplemental to a really great diet. And you cannot patch up a bad diet with supplements. I also think they tend to be overused. You know, you go into any health store and, you know, 3/4 of the store is full of supplements. So I often find people are spending too much money and having too broad a range, often doubling up on particular nutrients in several supplements. And that can be toxic. It can actually be really problematic. So we know that there's an optimal range of each nutrient that you need. And if you're getting over and above that, you're potentially doing yourself some damage. So the first thing I would suggest is that you actually go into your cupboard and look at what you're currently taking and clear it all out and make sure that you're not doubling up. So you're not getting zinc in one form and then in another, you're not getting B group vitamins here and then you're getting even more in another. So watch out for taking a multivitamin and mineral and then also taking something for your hair, skin and nails, then also taking something for, you know, post-pregnancy and breastfeeding, or also taking something for energy. There's often the same nutrients in many of these supplements. When it comes to general good health, I think it's not a bad idea to take a multi that gives you just a sort of small amount of all of the essential nutrients that we need. So for women, I always include iron in that. It's very difficult for us to meet our iron requirements. Unless you're postmenopausal, then your requirements start to come down. Of course, as soon as you're not menstruating, you don't need as much iron. But while you're still menstruating, we're losing a lot of iron every month. And so you need to make sure that you're taking in enough. So the multi is the bottom line. I always say to take a fish oil or some sort of high omega-3 supplement because it's very difficult to meet your omega-3 requirements just through diet unless you're most diligent about trying to include lots of oily fish. Very hard with a modern diet. I'm pro-probiotics, yeah, because you know, modern diets, taking antibiotics, travelling, being super clean around the house, all of these things actually affect the gut microbiome. Now the only problem with probiotics is that there's a number of different ones and it's not always easy to identify what's the best probiotic for you. So the only thing that I recommend is to make sure that you're taking one that contains several strains of bifidobacteria and lactic acid bacteria so that you are giving yourself the best chance of promoting those good bacteria, but back it up by having lots of beans and legumes and soluble fibre and so on in your diet, because that's what's going to help to support the growth of those good bacteria.
Okay.
So over and above that, really I would say don't take a supplement unless you've been advised by a health professional to do so. You know, if you know that you're low in vitamin D, for example, then you need to take a supplement. If you know that you're anemic or low on iron, then you may need an additional iron supplement to get you up. But other than that, be very, very careful.